So I'm meeting my lover or lovers in the astral plane. This is going to be the most spiritual, 10 toes deep about my spiritual joy message that I've ever posted on the history of my social media. Ever. Because what a lot of people don't know is that I actually have so much of an internal world of a spirituality that I do not show many people, specifically for the desire to be taken seriously in today's corporate world of America and beyond, which is awful. You know what's not awful? This. So I have been receiving a lot of messages and been feeling a lot of energy that this divine counterpart, this other person or multiple people on the polyamorous spectrum. Is that a spectrum? It's a spectrum, I'm sure. But something that I've always really craved is like someone who does feel, not that they need to be, fidelity faithful to me, being on the, ethical non-monogamy spectrum, but for someone to be loyal, truly loyal, 10 toes deep down, 10 toes deep about me as I am about myself. You know what I mean? And I am very 10 toes deep down about myself. And so I could feel this energy coming in. I'm hearing these messages about, how love is coming in. And so I've been asking myself and my spirit team on how will I know, because there's a lot of times where I've been caught in not love, but in limerence. And if you don't know what limerence means, it's kind of that anxious attachment that is connected when we find someone that we like, that we're attracted to. And so I've been really asking myself, how will I know? And I've just been having so many dreams about this magnetic feeling towards someone else. And it's such a rare thing that I feel because I'm not really attracted to many people. I think a lot of people are beautiful. Honestly, I think most all humans are so beautiful with their scars, with their roles, with their, their imperfections when they own up to it. I think that humans are so pretty, so handsome, so beautiful. But when it comes to attraction, it's very, very rare for me to actually feel attraction. And so, as I'm wondering these things, I'm having these dreams of, seeing someone, talking to them, and then locking eyes with them and just feeling uber connected and whole. The dream I had last night was, someone was super into me, or at least I thought they were, and then they ended up being super into a friend instead. And it felt like a comedy, a goofy movie scene where, the plan was foiled and there's a laugh track in the background and everything like that. And so I can tell that I'm still holding on to that feeling of, even if someone loves me truly, there's a possibility that it may not be true. Which is something I really need to take to my therapist, because in a lot of my dreams, I notice how my reality of self-sabotaging really shows up. And got a little grass that just flew in my nose. But it's also teaching me what that feeling feels like when I really let go and I just allow myself to feel love, you know, feel attraction, feel that magnetic feeling. And I do wonder and worry if I am not even just ready, right? But if I'm in that self-sabotaging space. But even if I am, and even if I'm not, I still deserve to explore it, you know? I've also had this situation in the past where, you know, a person would be super into me, but they don't want something like permanent. But I would put that feeling and expectation on like, oh, this is permanent. Like, we have a connection, so no, this is permanent, you know? And so I know that I've self-sabotaged in the past. And I guess more of what I'm saying is not like I'm not ready for it. It's more so saying I am willing to meet this person or these people and notice when and where I'm self-sabotaging or when I'm thinking that things are going to go off the rails or go off track, and just enjoy the experiences as they are. There's also a piece of my inner world that I don't talk to a lot of people about is I at one point last year went to a plant ceremony, and in that ceremony it was like 6 hours of us laying on a mat comfortably with, you know, facilitators and them kind of guiding us through our emotions without even needing to talk. So I got really, really ingrained into what my inner world feels like and what it looks like. And I actually have what's called a INF, which is internal family systems. So an internal family system is essentially where on the inside of you, you create these characters that are replicas essentially of yourself, but just in different appearances, different energies. So you are all, y'all, we are all tangled up in the goodness of the light and the leash. The light and the leash. You're having a good time, huh? She is covered. And so in one member of my internal family is this person who just like is so into me, and he's, you know, this super muscular, sexy being, and he just kind of steps in my noggin when I'm having a hard time, you know, really loving myself for all that I am. And that relationship that I have with that internal family member, which doesn't even feel like family member, that just feels like my boo. It feels so good, and I can tell that it's another form of me. It's another version of myself. You know, it's the version of myself that, you know, is a man fully and loves being really into me. And so, you know, I've just really been practicing being loved by another. And I don't care what anyone says. When people are like, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, I never fucking understood what that meant. I was like, huh? How do you just love yourself without imagining it as someone else? That sounds so crazy. Not even crazy in a bad way, crazy in like a, wow, it was that hard for me to be able to love myself. And I understand that. I really, really do. I really understand that. Guys, I just never understood the concept. But once I was able to externalize it internally, it was so helpful, because then it wasn't this feeling of like, oh, I'm the only one who loves only me. It was, I have a whole family inside of me. I have a whole city. I have a whole town. I have a whole infrastructure inside of me that I imagine as like the world, the galaxy inside of me. And that those versions of me help to love me and support me when I'm externally having a hard time with that. So I know that the universe, that spirit, and that I have been preparing to be really loved in this life, because that's something that I have really, really missed in this chunk of my life, is not just being loved, but being loved genuinely, being loved, not because we have obligations to each other, or because we've known each other for a long time, or because of anything like that. Like, I have been preparing myself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, internally and externally, to embrace love from people, genuine love. And so I just felt that was really important to talk about. Wow, I did it. We did it. Valísimos. We did it. Dun, 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 dun. We went over the bridge and we talked about ourselves. We talked about our family and the astral plane. You'll have a great day today. However you're getting through your life, good for you. Don't let people think that, the way that you get through your life is crazy, because as long as you are still waking up and giving life effort, you're doing good. Okay? Now, let us go admit to our wrongs, celebrate our rights, and fuck around and find out from there, right? Yeah. That's all.